Welcome to the space. This is Him and Her Tarot, where I share messages of life, love, and wellness to empower and edify your greatness. These videos are intended for mature audiences only, so use them for confirmation and affirmation. And if it doesn't resonate now, maybe it will later. If you want to catch these types of sessions live, you can do so by following me over on Instagram at Him and Her Tarot, spelled just like it is on YouTube. And I want to thank you for all of your shares, your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and your donations. You guys are super top tier. Shout out to all the new subscribers. And to my returning listeners, I love and appreciate every single one of you. Anything else you need from me will be in the description box below. This is Empress checking in. So we're going to start off with... Okay, so I have three different things going on here for this session, y'all. Firstly, I wrote this amazing affirmation today. I release all energies and narratives of unhappy endings by the powers vested in me. Get into it. That just felt so powerful, y'all. When I wrote that, it just was like, right? It felt like a breath of fresh air. Like, we in this thing. Like, yeah, I'm back, baby. Put me in the game, coach. So, as you may or may not know, if you don't, you should go and find out for sure. I did 2 videos on manifesting inner joy for all zodiacs. So the first one I did was for fire and water signs, and the second one was for air and earth signs. And I'll link those in the description box below so you can go check those out. So after I did those videos, 2 of the signs stuck with me. The energy stuck with me afterwards, and I got some very specific guidance for my Scorpios and my Leos, okay? So I started off feeling the Scorpio energy first last night at the time of me doing this video. And there was a lot of focus on releasing, and it's so releasing and rebirthing. And we know that that's so in alignment with Scorpio, right? If you know anything about what Scorpio represents. And then for me to have written this affirmation hours after I had already wrote down my notes from the energy I was picking up with Scorpio, it all just comes together. So many of you guys right now, this won't be for everybody, because even those videos where I did the zodiac spreads for manifesting inner joy, even that's not for everybody, all right? It's not going to be for all Leos, all water signs, or, it just, you place the energy where it goes. So the same with this and any other video on this channel. You guys could be going through a significant shift, Scorpio, especially with your spiritual and emotional maturity when it comes to that space of pretty much being able to balance in those 2 areas, okay? Mature in those areas. I want you to know that you have the support of a passed over loved one for some of you. And it felt like a feminine energy when I picked this up. So this could very well be a maternal figure, but it doesn't have to be, all right? And you might be finding it harder to sleep, Scorpios, now or your dreams are, you're finding that your dreams are a little bit disturbing now. And this could also be for Leo. Like I said, I saw pink and blue, and a pink, blue, and rainbow aura, like aura colors. And they were in the sky, and I don't know where I was, but I just had this vision of pink, blue, and like then rainbow around the pink and blue. Hopefully that makes sense, but it was like an aura color going on. And so somebody could be or about to become pregnant, or if my masculine, if this is you, whether you are a Scorpio or a Leo, maybe you've been thinking about starting or expanding a family. Again, this is not going to be for everybody, y'all, but you could also be experiencing some activity with your third eye and crown chakras at this time. It could be like itching or pulsating. You might be very sensitive to light or noise at this time. And I was also getting that you guys may need to do some type of fast or detox at this time. And specifically, if you've been noticing darkness under or around your eyes, like I said, if you're having a lack of sleep or some disturbance in your sleep, you may be looking like a raccoon around the eyes right now, or they have like that sunken in look. If you've been bloated and you don't know why, and if you've been having irregular bowel movements, this may be a sign of not only physical blockages, but spiritual and emotional blockages. And it could be interfering with your crown and third eye right now. So I was given a list of herbs and things to tell you that you might want to start including in your routine. Now, of course, you do your own research, but I'm going to go ahead and give you what was given to me to give to you. So, first, we start with activated charcoal. And if you've not ever heard of activated charcoal, definitely go look it up. It is not the same charcoal that you put on the grill to cook out, all right? We have St. John's wort, and I'm going to give you guys all the benefits, well, some of the benefits of these things after I finish. So St. John's wort, alfalfa sprouts. Now the alfalfa sprouts can be fresh. I personally have alfalfa sprout seeds, and I got them from Amazon, and I just blend some of them up in my protein shakes. You could also use dried alfalfa from your local herbal store if you have one. And lastly, we have soursop, and also some type of probiotic should be a part of your daily intake anyways. We want to be able to make sure we are regulating our gut health, our gut system. If you've not heard or, just don't care to know, but our gut plays a major part in diseases that we experience, and not only on a physical level, but again on an emotional, a mental, and a spiritual level. So what we do in the physical does affect all of these other levels as well. And so taking care of yourself is the best thing you could ever do for your health overall. So anyways, let's get into activated charcoal. Now, normally we associate it with detox from poisonous substances or drug overdoses, but outside of that, it's a natural way to trap toxins and chemicals in the bodies. And this allows those toxins and chemicals to be flushed out so that the body does not reabsorb them. And activated charcoal can be made from different things like coconut shells, but again, you want to do your own research. And like I said, this is not the same charcoal used for your grill. You want to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water in tandem with the activated charcoal so that we don't get dehydrated. And this, of course, also helps flush out the toxins quickly, and it prevents you from having constipation. You can also use activated charcoal for your teeth. I'm sure many of you have seen the activated charcoal toothpaste and toothbrush business boom in the last few years, and you might not know it, but activated charcoal can help with mold living in the body. Many of us aren't even aware that we could have mold in our bodies, but yes, you could not even know that you are being exposed to toxic mold. And toxic mold can cause things like depression and kidney and liver failure. It could decrease your brain function, heart disease, all types of things, impair your immune system. And it can definitely, of course, give you respiratory issues. So other than that, for external use, you can use activated charcoal for treating body odor and acne. And it can help with discomfort from like bug bites and rashes, okay? Moving on to St. John's wort. This, especially for my feminine, you want to listen up. This can help with easing menstrual cramps and regulate your mood, okay? It could ease nerve pain, and it could also help with anxiety, tension, and stress, irritability, you know, all those hormonal imbalances, okay? And of course, it could help with sleeping issues like insomnia. St. John's wort is also anti-inflammatory. It acts as an astringent, which helps to contract tissues or canals of the body. It is also, what I learned today, that it's also said to be anti-neoplastic, and this means that it could help inhibit the growth or spread of cancerous cells, and it also may help fight viral infections. So you do with that information what you will, but as always, do your due diligence and look into it for yourself. Then we have soursop, and this is another thing that has been catching a lot of mainstream attention over the last, I'm going to say 10 years or so. And I think it's heavily due to the boost in the alkaline nutrition and lifestyle movements, but more so because of what we've learned from healers like Dr. Sebi. So shout out to those who have come before us. But soursop may not be easy to find for you depending on where you live at, because it is a tropical fruit. But of course you can get the leaves, dried leaves, and use that to make a tea. But again, it just depends on where you live at and, you know, how you're able to source it. But as far as the benefits, it's super rich in vitamin C and polyphenols. It has a high content of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. So because of this, it helps with digestive health. So remember, I was talking about your gut earlier. Soursop is a great way to help with that. So it can also protect from things like high blood pressure and other like common health issues that we be having out here in these streets. Okay. Now the seeds of soursop can help combat parasitic infections. So that was something new I learned today. And the fruit is used for treatment of arthritis, nervous disorders, diarrhea. And like I spoke about the leaves earlier, they have been known to help with headaches and insomnia. So, and also cancerous cells in the body. So, yeah, definitely do your own research. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. But that is, you know, what I was given to give to you. And you do with it what you feel like you need to. And do, of course, what works for you, okay? I actually use all of these things in my own nutrition, and I've been taking a more intentional and intuitive approach with my nutrition, but I've always included some type of herbal intake for like the past 10 or so years. So I hope this was helpful to you all. Before I get up out of here, I want to pull a few cards for my tribe, whether you are Scorpio or Leo and you are watching this video, it doesn't matter. This portion of the session is for everyone who resonates with this space, okay? But just to follow up with this, I release all energies and narratives of unhappy endings by the powers vested in me. So because we're in the spirit of releasing, and I was led to talk about these specific herbs and remedies to help with that in the physical, but also this will help you with that emotional and spiritual stuff I was talking about earlier that could be impacting your third eye and your crown. So these cards I'm going to pull are just going to, kind of see what other guidance we have in regards to that before I close out the session. And I did blend 2 different decks together for this. I blended my Queen of the Moon Oracle and my African Goddess Rising. So we're going to see what comes out. I just want to pull like maybe 3 cards and see what's up. We're going to see what's up in the universe. I hope you all have been enjoying your day thus far. And if you have not, and you're listening to this, that means that there is still time, honey. Okay, so go ahead and get your joy while you can around this piece, okay? Let's see what we got. Okay, first card out. Ooh, speaking of joy and the joy card coming out, come on now. Y'all see me. Y'all see me out here. Okay? So joy. The number 16 could be significant, or the number 7. But yes, we are claiming our joy, our narrative of joy. No more unhappy endings. We're not holding on to those energies anymore. It is what it is. They did what they did. It's time to start claiming a narrative of joy. Unhindered, unapologetic, okay? Unconditional joy. Yes. Ooh. Okay, what's our next card? Patience. With release, yes, there must be patience. Look, she going into the void. Little by little, she getting there. That red balloon just lets me know she's still holding on to her youth. She still got it in there. It's still inside. Sometimes it just takes a little release to get that spiritual upgrade, that maturity, but without completely losing touch with our inner child, losing touch with that joy. Speaking of inner child, she's breastfeeding in that picture. Oh, we got moons, a moon crown here, yellow moon there. Yellow moons could be significant to somebody. The number 36 may also be significant. The number 9. Okay. I had 2 cards fall face down on the floor, but this one fell face up on the table. Betrayal. And what this is giving me is that whenever we continue to hold on to these narratives of unhappy endings, we are relinquishing more and more of our power. 3:33 on the time as I'm doing this live over on Instagram. We are releasing more of our power. We are sabotaging more of our opportunity to be able to experience this joy that we obviously seek, right? We're obviously, like, we realize at this point that, yes, I do deserve it. But what am I willing to release in order to have it, to get there? And how am I going to start enjoying the process of getting there? Because all your joy can't be in the end. That's kind of like, why do you want to wait that long? And then you end up speeding up the process of the end. And when I say the end, I mean the end of life. If you're always waiting to the end to feel good, you're never going to actually feel good. There's no joy in that. The whole point is to enjoy the process. That's where the joy is. That's the aha that we're supposed to be having. That's the enlightenment. And of course, there's levels to it, because every day is like a rebirth. So whatever decisions you make today are going to change the trajectory of your tomorrow. So it's always expanding. It's always happening. We're always creating anyway. So we might as well be aware of what we're creating and be intentional about what we're creating and be as open as we can to the process that it takes to mature. Like, I know you've heard it 1,000 times or more. The day you plant the seed is not the day you bear the fruit. So we got to have this patience as we walk through these portals, as we upgrade, we elevate, and we release. Now, whether this be betrayal of self or betrayal from others, at the end of the day, it's a narrative of an unhappy ending that you don't need to keep repeating. It happened. God saw it. Justice will be served. Okay? But that's not even your department. You ain't even supposed to be on this side of the building. Get back on your side. Okay? That's what it feels like. Whenever we hold on to these narratives, it's like, there you go. There you go. Trying to be all up in God's business. Trying to do what God do. Like, yes, we harness the power to create and destroy our lives as we see fit. But when you are on a certain type of walk with God, there's a certain level of faith that you have to have as you mature in your creations. If you have been practicing something and you never feel as though you master any level of it, you're always feeling like a beginner. And this by your own judgment or maybe by perceptions of others, whatever. If that is your constant thought process, that is a narrative of an unhappy ending that you keep developing. So you're going to keep getting more of that energy because that's your dominant energy that you're putting out. So when it's time to level up in your emotional and spiritual wellness, I would definitely say that that's something that should make you sit up and pay attention. Because what this gives me is that you're being elevated to a place that many people don't get to experience in their lifetime. Many people don't make it to this level of self-awareness and have an open enough heart to be able to take this next step for wherever you're about to go. But whatever this level up is going to be for you, it's likely going to be something that a lot of people around you have no concept of or no experience in. So in this maturity, you're also probably going to have to start making some physical changes, because this too can lead us back into these narratives of betrayal. When you keep surrounding yourself by the same environments that you feel betray you or work against you, or that you have been shown work against you. And sometimes that is very hard because of the emotional attachment and even the energetic attachments that we don't be realizing we have. So that's why energy work is just as important as cutting people off in real life, cutting people off in the physical. So this emotional and spiritual maturity is for your own good, I'm hearing. Whatever it is whatever decisions that you about to have to make, or maybe that you have made already, and you could be starting to feel some kind of energies of doubt that you made the right decisions, or feeling guilty. Listen, obedience is always better than sacrifice. So you did what you had to do for you. Okay? So on that note, I am going to end this session there. I pray that this resonated with who exactly it needed to. I have faith that it has. And I am looking forward to seeing y'all in the next one. If you've enjoyed what you've heard here, I would love if you'd hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you have not already, and definitely turn on your notification bell. And be in the know, okay, for when I post my next upload. This is Empress checking out.